Have you ever been somewhere and felt totally 100% present? I recently went to my brother-in-law's wedding in California and he had this rule. It was a coat check for your phone. I thought that was a super weird, ridiculous rule at first. I figured, how are we going to text our friends and families? How are we going to take pictures? And what if there's an emergency? I thought that it was a crazy rule. As the night went on and I did not have my phone, I sort of began to see and realize something magical. Every single person was 100% present and talking with each other and connecting. I was meeting new people and having a great time, and it turned out to be one of the best times of my life. And I didn't have my phone and I didn't think about it one bit. So imagine if every single day could feel like that, or most days could feel like that. Now, that experience at that wedding made me super curious how much our phones are really affecting us, especially as adults. We usually hear about screen time as a big problem for adolescents, kids, teens, students, but us adults are just as hooked as the kids, and it's becoming a really big problem. According to Data Reportal, a 2024 study reports that the average American spends an average of 7 hours and 3 minutes a day on a screen. That's a full-time job a week almost. 7 hours and 3 minutes is more than the average American sleeps in a night, just staring at our phones, laptops, and TVs. Isn't that crazy? And it's not just a time issue, it's a health issue as well. Harvard Medical School reports that using screens before beds, especially phones and tablets, which are right up close to our face, disrupts our circadian rhythm, which is our body's internal clock that tells us when to go to sleep and when to wake up. The blue light from that screen tricks our brains into thinking that it's still daytime. We don't fall asleep as fast, and we don't sleep as heavy, and we don't wake up as rested. Poor sleep leads to poor focus. A 2023 study from the University of Southern California found that college students who frequently use their cell phones during study time on average perform significantly worse on exams than those students who are limited on screen time or choose to completely avoid it while studying. So yeah, it's a big deal for students and us adults. If screen time is stealing our time, focus, and sleep, what can we actually do about it, right? The good news is you don't have to give up your phone completely, because in today's world, that's just not realistic. We use it for work, school, everything is on our phones, right? You just need to start using your screen time a little bit more intentionally. Luckily, most likely you either have an Apple or an Android phone. Those are the two most popular. So there are some tools that can help you. Both Apple and Android devices let you track and set limitations for specific apps for screen time. You can schedule downtime in the evening. You can press do not disturb so it doesn't blink up. All of our phones can do that. So you can go into those time-wasting apps like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and set some limitations. Imagine if you just started with 1 hour per day. That adds up to 7 hours per week. That's enough time to get extra sleep, focus on your school, pick up a new hobby, relax, connect with friends, a lot of stuff. And guess what? Once you sleep better, because your circadian rhythm is no longer messed up, you are going to wake up feeling so rested. Imagine what your week could feel like with that extra time every day for just 1 hour. Now let's bump it up a notch. Imagine if you brought it down 2 more hours a day, 14 hours a week, 2 whole work days. That's a lot of time, right? That can be used for deeper sleep, a gym session, anything like that. We just went through that. Let's be honest. Can you even remember the last 5 Instagram Reels or TikToks that you watched? You probably cannot. So here's what I am challenging you guys to do today. Pick one app, your most time wasting. I want you to go and see which app you spend most hours on in the day. I'm just going to say Instagram. That's mine. and set it a time limit for 30 minutes on that app for just a week. Try it for 1 week and see how you feel. Suddenly you'll feel how much easier it is to kind of live throughout your day. And once that time limit hits, just avoid it. That's my challenge to you. My next challenge is to not be on your cell phone or any blue light 1 hour before you usually fall asleep. If you usually fall asleep at 10, cut out all phones and devices at 9 and just have a nice rhythm. You will fall asleep way better and sleep way faster. And let me leave you with this. We've seen that adults are spending more time than ever on screens, and that's a habit that disrupts our sleep by throwing off our natural circadian rhythms. That's in just a few simple steps and setting some app limitations, we can greatly decrease the amount of screen time that we use and greatly increase the amount of energy and performance that we can put off as humans. So this study has really helped me realize that we're all on our phones too much. So I will challenge you with that one challenge. Set a time limit for 30 minutes or an hour for all your time wasting apps and see how much better you feel. Thank you very much. Bye.